Right, well, we've done a whole bunch of expanding. Now what we're going to do is factorizing. And factorizing is kind of the opposite. So for factorizing, we're saying we've got two things here. They're not in brackets. We're going to put them in brackets. And to do that, so here's, for example, question 1. And I've got a 4p plus 4q. And the question is, what is common to this and this? Well, what's common is they've both got a 4. So I put the common thing outside the brackets. Then I ask the question, what times 4 makes 4p? And the answer was, well, 4 times p makes 4p. So 4 times p, 4p, correct. And what times 4 makes 4q? Well, 4 times q plus q would make 4q. And there's my answer. All right, let's have a look at a couple more. Let's do a nice simple one. What about number 8? Here we go. Here's 8. We've got 3x plus 3y plus 3z. So what's common to all of these? Well, 3 is common. There it is. Let's have a look. So what times 3 makes 3x? Well, x, because 3 times x is 3x, correct. And what times 3 makes plus 3y? Well, plus 3y makes 3y. So 3 times x is 3x, 3 times y is 3y, and something times 3 makes 3z. Well, that must be a plus z. Let's check it. 3 times x is 3x, 3 times y is 3y, 3 times z is 3z. And we're winning. All right, let's look at the next bit. I don't really want to do those. Let's leave those. All right, let's go on to 15.13. Here we go. So these ones are slightly different. This time, I suppose the common element is not quite so clear. So here we go. So it's going to be 15.13. And I'm going to start off with question, or start with question 1. Here's question 1. It says 2x plus 6. So what's 2x? Well, what's common to 2x and 6? Well, 2 is common. That's put outside the bracket. 2 times what makes x? What times 2 makes 2x? Well, x would be the answer. And what times 2 makes 6? Or plus 3 would be the answer. Because 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times 3 is 6. Works well. Let's try a different one. What about number 13? Here's number 13. We've got 8x minus 32. What's common? Well, 8's common, actually. I put an 8 outside the bracket. What times 8 makes 8x? Well, x does. And what times 8 makes negative 32? Well, negative 4 times 8 makes negative 32. Let's check it. X times 8 is, so 8 times x is 8x. And 8 times negative 4 is negative 32. All right, well, that looks pretty good. Let's try number 17. Here we go. Number 17, it reads 50x plus 100. What's common? Well, 50 is common, 50. Now, what times 50 makes 50x? Well, x. And what times 50 makes 100? Well, that would be 2 times. So 50 times x is 50x. 50 times 2 is 100. So that works well. All right, let's look at 15.14. Here we go. Now, all right, so some of these are a little bit trickier still. So let's have a look at these. So I'm going to do some of these. It's 15.14. Here we go. So 15.14. I'll just push this up a bit so you can kind of see what I'm doing here. So let's go with number 12. Here's option 12. It says 12x plus 30. So what's common to these two? Well, both are divisible by 3 in actual fact. So put 3 outside the bracket and say what times 3 makes 4x, sorry, 12x. Sorry, I'm saying the answer. It will be 4x, because 3 times 4x is 12x. And what times 3 makes 30? Well, that would be 10. Now I'm looking at this now, suddenly thinking, hang on, but there's still something common to these two. And it's 2. So 3 was not the best number to take. We should have taken the highest common factor, which in this case is going to be, or highest common factor is going to be a 6. So 3 is not the correct one. Let's choose a 6. So this is equal to, so I'll put a 6 outside the bracket and then ask the question again, what times 6 makes 12x? Well, 2x is the answer. And what times 6 makes 30? Well, that would be plus 5. Now you can't factorize the inside anymore because here there's still a 2 here could go into both of those, but here there's not. So this is the correct answer. So you have to have a bit of a play around with these and think them through. All right, let's choose a different one. Let's go with number 19. Here's number 19. All right, 21x minus 35. So what's common to those two? Oh, 7 is common to both those. So I've got a 7 outside the bracket. And because 7 times 3x would be 21x. And something times 7 would make 35. That would be 5, negative 5. Let's check it. 7 times 3x is 21x, and 7 times negative 5 is negative 35. And that works well. All right, should we do one more? Oh, number 20. I like number 20. Here it is. 20 makes me think a little bit. So I got 20. Here we go. So I've got 26x plus 65. So I've got 26x plus 65. All right. So what is common here? What is common? All right. Well, if I was to say, well, I think 13 is common. If I put 13 outside the bracket, something times 13 makes 26x. Well, 2 times 13 is 26, and an x would be 26x. So 13 times 2x is 26x. And what times 13 makes 65? Oh, that's 5. Because 12 5s are 60, 13 5s is 65. And there is my answer.